Welcome to Home Organizing for Beginners. I'm Tammy, your home organizing educator. In each episode, I share with you a microscopic home organizing topic. That just means it's something you can implement today from start to finish if you so choose. Now, today's episode is a little bit different than normal because I am going to share with you an overview of a home organizing checklist. So there are 8 things on this checklist. I'm going to give you the overview, but if you want all of the details in printed form, I can make that happen for you. Go to homeorganizingforbeginners.com, click the link to Home Organizing Checklist, print it off. You get immediate access. It's absolutely free, and you have all of the details. I could talk for 45 to 60 minutes on all of the details of this, but I don't think that's going to benefit you. I think instead we're going to do a quick overview here, and then you're going to print off that PDF, and then you're going to dive in and get started on your home organizing project prior to the holiday season. Okay, so in the interest of time, I'm going to go through what the 8 items are on the checklist, and then I'll talk a little bit of detail so you have an understanding if this is something that's going to work for you. Okay, home organizing vision, home organizing plan, decision strategy, right sizing, pictures, sort, organize, sustain. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning, a home organizing vision. And right now, because you are super busy, right? We're all crazy busy right now. You can take this home organizing vision and you can step back. You can look at your whole entire home, or in the interest of time, if you want to shorten it up a little bit, you can look at a room or a section of your home and create this vision. Then when you're ready, you can utilize this same vision and expand upon it for your entire home. All right. So your vision is going to paint the picture of where you want to be in the future. And in the PDF, I have you ask a series of questions of yourself. And when you answer them, you're really going to be able to formulate this vision that helps you in the next step and throughout your whole entire home organizing journey. Okay, so the next item on the checklist, home organizing plan. This is your roadmap. You're going to lay out how much time you have. You're going to lay out what areas of your home you want to tackle, right? This plan is going to put it all together for you, and it's also going to be a tool that you can use when you get off track. Because sometimes life happens, right? You've got this good thing going, you've got this project working, you're making progress, you're super happy with it, and then somebody breaks a leg. Heaven forbid somebody breaks a leg, but that's just an example that came to my mind, right? We're dealing with some issues in the house right now with injuries, and that's what came to my mind. So, home organizing vision, home organizing plan, on to decision strategy. This is the third item on the checklist. When you are deciding in advance how you're going to make decisions during your home organizing journey, then you don't have to rehash decisions every single time you're doing a project. So you go through a group of categories, if you will, and you're pre-deciding how you're going to handle things. You're going to go into your project already knowing how you're making decisions and what you're going to do with different types of things. All right, right sizing. This is my absolute favorite, and I have already alluded to it. You only have a certain amount of time, right? Okay, so utilize that time to get organized. You do not have to block out a whole week. You do not have to take a week off of work, okay? You don't have to do those things. You can get organized in the normal flow of life, and it's actually better to do that because you don't fatigue so easily then. You're doing little bits and pieces at a time instead of a massive project where you get tired halfway through and decide to go have lunch and then find that you're watching Netflix for the rest of the day. All right, so right sizing actually considers the amount of time you have. It considers other people, like do you need to have other people involved and that kind of thing. Okay, so right sizing. The next item on the list, pictures. All right, pictures, it might sound kind of funny. I know we like to go on Pinterest or we like to scroll social media and see what other people are doing. That's okay, but sometimes that can be a demotivator instead of a motivator. When you start to tackle your right size project, you're going to take a before picture. You might even take in process pictures, and then you're going to take an after picture. These pictures are what will motivate you to keep going. It's going to help you build momentum in your own home, in your own projects, instead of depending upon what someone else is doing in their home. Okay? So that was pictures. Now the next three, these are my favorite. These are really the foundational elements of every single home organizing project on the face of the earth. You have to go through these 3 steps in order. Otherwise, if you miss a step, things will fall apart. You'll be on the hamster wheel of home organizing. Okay, so sort is the next item on the checklist. This is what you might know as decluttering. So if you're tackling, and I'm looking at a dresser right now, if you're tackling a dresser drawer, you're going through and you're sorting all of the items that are in that drawer. Are you keeping it? Are you throwing it away? Are you donating it? Okay. So you have to sort through all of the things in the area first. This is where your decision strategy comes into play. This is where your plan comes into play. This is where your vision comes into play. Do you see how doing all of those precursor steps is going to help you ultimately make things happen physically? Okay, so the next item on the checklist, organize. So once you've sorted through everything, you now have a pile of stuff that you're going to put back into the space. So again, a dresser drawer. I've sorted through all of the t-shirts in it. Half of them, hopefully I'm throwing them away because we have more than enough t-shirts for sure. So you have what you're going to put back into the drawer. You're going to organize it. This is the point where you can go look at bins, because now you have the amount of space available for the items and you have the amount of items you need to put into that space. So if you wanted drawer dividers or something like that, now would be the time to consider that. Typically, we're thinking about those things way back in the beginning before we even get started. The last thing on this checklist, it's an absolute must. And I wholeheartedly believe that this is the item that everybody forgets. It's not glamorous. It's not fun. It is the sustain step. This is where you put measures in place to keep your organized spaces organized. If you do not do this, I guarantee you, you'll be back on the hamster wheel of home organizing. You will be organizing this drawer again, maybe even in just a couple of weeks or a couple of months. Okay, so sustainability, it helps you maintain the organizing that you have done. Okay, so again, your items on this checklist: home organizing vision, home organizing plan, decision strategy, right sizing, pictures, sort, organize, sustain. Download the PDF for free at www.homeorganizingforbeginners.com. This is what I have for you guys today. I hope you have a fun and productive weekend. I will be back here next week sharing tangible and simple instructions about home organizing, cleaning, and time management. I'll see you then.